Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Monday Night Mania, brought to you by GW Graphics. Monday Night Mania, Race 5 in our Xfinity series. Tonight we are at Homestead, Miami. We're at Homestead, Miami all week, but tonight it is all about GW Graphics and Homestead Miami Speedway and the Xfinity Class Series. Taking a look at our qualifying grid out here tonight, out there on the front line. We've got David Washington with a 31.140 side by side with Travis Browder with a 31.204. Good top one and top two times right there. Garrett Potts Racing sitting back in third position. John Pansula, fourth place, and Donald Stewart sitting back in fifth position. Ronald Hartfeld sitting in sixth, and we've got Jack Watts and Devin Armstrong taking up seventh and eighth position. Representing Black Talon, we've got Edward Bray back in eighth, and the Cora man himself, James Brown, feeling good tonight in 10th position. Position 11 belonging to Ryan Kuhn, our series point leader. Ryan Kuhn not qualifying. Here at Homestead, that could be a deciding factor in his performance tonight. Position 12 belonging to Rusty Farrell. Dave Acacia, Ivan Garcia sitting up in 13th and 14th. Jason Russo sitting in 15th position. Harry Dodd, Ronald Klein 17th and 18th. Joel Guy, Chris Oak 19th and 20th. In the rear of our field. All right, ladies and gentlemen, getting ready to kick off 125 laps out here tonight at Homestead Miami Speedway. Ryan Kuhn, our points leader in the Monday Night Mania series. David Washington, Donald Stewart, Travis Browder, one of three drivers that are able to keep up with Ryan Kuhn. But once Ryan Kuhn gets out there, and away he goes. I tell you what. Going to keep a close eye on Ryan Kuhn and David Washington out here tonight. David Washington in front, side by side with Travis Browder. And away goes David Washington. Garrett Potts possibly missing a gear on that inside lane, not able to get it going, causing the number 78 a little bit of checkup, causing number 98 a big lead. But here comes Travis Browder. That pack is already caught right up to David Washington. What a start out here at Homestead, Miami. Donald Stewart, Garrett Potts, John Pansula, Jack Watts riding around third, fourth, and fifth. Dave Casey is sitting back in sixth. Donald Stewart, Jack Watts getting very tight. Donald Stewart coming up to the rear end of John Pansula, watting by, knocking on the rear end of John Pansula. John Pansula all over the rear end of that number 40 of Garrett Potts. David Washington, whoa, and there goes the number 40 of Garrett Potts. A little bit loose, causing some three-wide action near the mid-pack. Nice save on the number 40. But number 40 had an internet connection problem right there. Cora, 0-0, James Brown all over the rear end of Ryan Kuhn. Ryan Kuhn currently sitting in 7th position. Started 11th, already on his way forward. Rusty Farrell, Devin Armstrong racing for 10th and 11th. Devin Armstrong representing Over the Top Paints and Designs. Rusty with a big run onto the number 15 of Ronald Hartfeld. Ronald Hartfeld in third place in our Monday Night Points series. Good job to Ronald. A driver we don't hear a lot of until nearing the end of the race. James Brown working his way forward, up 2 spots, currently in 8th position. Ryan Kuhn, 7th position, and away goes Ryan Kuhn, working his way around the number 66 of Edward Bray, or so he hopes, as he takes that inside lane out to the quarter panel of Edward. Edward down a little bit, blocking. And there goes Ryan Kuhn underneath. Edward left that door wide open. Ryan Kuhn stepped forward, overtaking the number 66. Edward Bray trying to fight back on that outside lane. Ryan Kuhn up. Ryan Kuhn, one of our younger drivers out here, but a real-life driver. Playing around with some dirt out there in the real-life racing world for Ryan Kuhn. Ryan Kuhn coming up onto the rear end of the number 77 of Jack Watts. Slow and steady. Jack Watts in 5th position, started out 7th tonight, behind the leader by just under 2.5 seconds, just over 2.5. Donald Stewart, John Pensula, nice battle for 3rd and 4th position. .2 seconds off of our race leader of David Washington, leading every lap. Travis Browder in 2nd place, very, very comfortably. But sitting at a 1.3 second gap off of our race leader, Dave Washington. Lap 8 of 125 in our Monday Night Mania series. Homestead Miami Speedway, 1.479 miles long. Wide track, plenty of time to get her done. John Pensula, Donald Stewart still battling hard for that position of number 3. John Pensula on the outside in the 0-1. Donald Stewart a little bit faster on that inside lane. Jack Watts battling with Ryan Kuhn. Ryan Kuhn sitting in 6th position. Edward Bray running with Black Talon Racing. Sitting back in position 7th, started out there in 9th. Keeping a close eye on the rear end of... Keeping a close eye out of the rear end of James Brown, Cora. 00. Championship Online Racing Association, James Brown, owner. Running in a Sunday Money Series League. Rusty Farrell going side to side, door to door with James Brown. Devin Armstrong, the number 33. Just hanging out. Coming along on the outside of James Brown. Caution free on lap 12 of 125. Dave Washington, our race leader. Travis Browder, Donald Stewart, John Pensula, Jack Watts, our top 5. We'll be running Homestead Miami all week this week on our Monday, Tuesday, and Friday night series. Tuesday night we'll be running out here in the Chevy Silverados, the Toyota Tundras, and Friday we're breaking out the Cup cars in our Friday night open set series. Drivers able to get down and tinker with the mechanics of the car on Friday night. Ryan clearing up to fourth position. Jack Watts, John Pansula battling it out. Edward Bray in that mix in the thick of things. Devin Armstrong looks like he's making a move on Edward Bray on that inside lane. Devin Armstrong couldn't pass on Edward Bray fighting back. Pretty good racing going on right now for what is essentially position 6. Devin Armstrong with a little bump onto the number 75. Checks up to number 33, allowing Edward Bray the good run. Edward Bray with a good run down on that inside, side to side, door to door with Devin Armstrong. James Brown sitting here with a front view of all this action, and we are almost 3 wide with James Brown. Devin Armstrong really starting to get very busy early on. Lap 16 of 125. Nice move there by Devin Armstrong coming up onto the rear end of the number 75 of Rusty Farrell. And 0-1 in a 3-wide position with Devin Armstrong. Devin Armstrong got a lot of power underneath that Camaro tonight, I'll tell you what. Representing our rooftop paints and designs, John Hedrick. Check him out on the paint shop, at the paint shop on Facebook. John Hedrick, our rooftop paints and designs, being represented by Devin Armstrong. Checking out the boys in the rear of the pack, we've got Ivan Garcia sitting back in position 17. Chris Hope back into position 17, working his way back out onto track. Ivan Garcia 16th. Joel Guy 11.3 seconds back, hanging on to the rear end of Harry Dodd and Jason Russo. For 14th and 13th position. Harry Dodd in the Coors Light Camaro. Jason Russo, Pro Automotive, our Tuesday night sponsor. Big shout out there too. Jason Russo, Mobile One Bass Pro Shop, Chevy Camaro. David Casia, number 20, sitting back in 12th position. He's just hanging out, looking at the rear end of the number 15 of Ronald Hartfeld and the number 66 of Edward Bray. Lap 21 of 125 laps. We are caution free at Homestead in our race 5. Our 5th week of a 12-week series brought to you by AMA Racing. Big shout out there to our Monday night sponsor, GW Graphics, Gary Whitman. Big shout out there to our Tuesday night sponsor, Jason Russo, on track tonight. Jason Russo back in 14th position. Big shout out there to Greg McClendon, proudly employed by Steak and Shake, our Friday night sponsor, and Richard Brose, keeping us on track Thursday night. Big shout out there to Richie B's Pizza. In-car camera with Rusty Farrell watching Jack Watts, Travis Browder, and Devin Armstrong racing their hearts out here on lap 23 of 125. Tighter than a hair in a biscuit right there with the number 33 and the number 77. 33, Devin Armstrong, high lane, making a move on Travis Browder. Jack Watts trying to make a move on that inside lane. Travis Browder slowing down. Rusty Farrell possibly in a position for a pass, having to let out of it to avoid coming up on Jack Watts way too hard and way too heavy. Rusty Farrell, Jack Watts, Travis Browder in frame. Rusty Farrell with a big move on the outside lane. Travis Browder staying up high. Jack Watts has got that front door blocked on that inside. Rusty Farrell staying true to the middle, trying to work his way around Jack Watts, trying to give every bit of air he can off to the Toyota of the number 18. Really nowhere for Rusty Farrell to go here on lap 25 of 125. Really can't make a move until Jack Watts makes his way around, as he does, and there goes Rusty Farrell starting to make a move on Travis Browder. Now that Jack Watts has gotten around the number 18, that will allow the front door to be open for the number 75. 75 making his way carefully around the number 18. Very tight racing going on between Travis and Rusty. A lot of respect between these two drivers. Rusty Farrell started 12th tonight, currently is in 6th position. Travis Browder didn't quite keep up there with Rusty on that corner, losing a little bit of time. Rusty Farrell sitting at 10.4 seconds back off of our race leader, David Washington. David Washington clearly out there in the front with that Ford Mustang. 6-second lead out of Donald Stewart and Ryan Kuhn. Donald Stewart, Ryan Kuhn, neither driver even in the rear view of David Washington. Big shout out there to Donald Stewart. Stewart and Hovis Construction. Ryan Kuhn and Donald Stewart preferring the Camaros tonight. Second and third position. Ryan Kuhn into that wall. See that wall just jump up there and grab Ryan Kuhn? Tough break there for Ryan. Check out the damage. Not really even seeing any damage on the number 12. Saw a few sparks fly. A little bit of front end. Front end might be out of alignment just a hair. Not so sure that that's really going to make a big difference. Devin Armstrong representing Over the Top Paints and Designs in the number 33 Chevy Camaro. Devin started 8th, currently is in 4th position. Jack Watts with Southeast dominating the track. Southeast Motorsports up 2 spots from his starting position of number 7. Rusty Farrell still in 6th position. Seventh place is where we start to get busy, ladies and gentlemen. Seventh place with James Brown, Travis Browder, Ivan Garcia. Now, Ivan Garcia, that old brother right there. Take a look at that number 72. A lot of damage on the side of Ivan Garcia. Ivan Garcia sitting at 2 laps down. Racing like there is no tomorrow. But that number 72. That is pretty severe damage for Ivan Garcia. James Brown trying to work his way around the outside of the lap traffic of Ivan Garcia. Travis Browder back into 8th position. David Casia back in 9th. Edward Gray sitting in 10th. David Casia coming up onto the rear end of Travis Browder. Bray showing his support for Black Talon Racing and Chevy Camaro, number 66, dropping 1 spot from his starting position of 9th. David Bray watching David Casey and Travis Browder go side by side. Travis Browder leaving that door open. Edward Bray saying, knock, knock, I'm coming in, Travis. Side by side, Edward Bray, Travis Browder. Edward Bray with a good run on the inside of it. Travis Browder fighting back. This is the battle for 9th position. Both drivers 15 seconds back off of our race leader. John Panshula and Snap-on 01 Camaro. Side by side with the number 27 of Harry Dodd. Harry Dodd with a good run on the inside, coming up past round 2. Number 66. John Panshula with a good run. Harry Dodd down on the inside in the number 27 Coors Light. John Panshula all over the rear end of Edward Bray here on lap 37 of 125. You got to make it happen. You've got to take advantage of those runs. You've got to take advantage when the competitor slips up. You got to get it in there. You got to stick it. You got to dive it. That is exactly what John Panshula is doing. He is waiting for Edward Bray to make one mistake. Appreciate our fans out there tuning in to week number 5 in our Homestead Miami week. Tonight's race brought to you by GW Graphics. Gary Whitman. Travis Browder has dropped down to position 12. Losing 10 spots of his starting position of 2. Jason Russo at 20 seconds back in position number 13, up 2 spots from 15 to start. Joel Guy in the number 91, position 14, up 4 spots. Joel Guy making his way into pit row. Now you notice access road, ladies and gentlemen. Access road. This is what the drivers have to do to pit here at Homestead Miami. A little bit different from the conventional pit rows of Talladega, Daytona, even Atlanta. Joel Guy into pit row, taking those right sides. Devin Armstrong making his way into pit row as well. Joel Guy in and out, waiting for possibly a penalty. Looks like Joel Guy might have got a penalty in pit rows. He's just kind of sitting there. Devin Armstrong making his way out of pit row, or making his way into pit row. Green flag for Devin Armstrong. We'll put David Casey out there on that front line. Always good to see pit row green flag pit stops. Oftentimes hard to come by. Homestead, though, the guys really do a great job out here at Homestead. Not sure what it is about this track. What surprised me for these drivers to go caution free tonight. Little Bray making his way into pit row. Little Bray currently is in 6th position. John Pansula into pit row as well. David Casey retaining that lead, leading his 2nd lap of the night. Number 14 of Jason Russo into pit row. David Casey, our race leader, and into pit row goes our race leader. David Casey leading 2 laps. Got 2 lead changes between David Casey and David Washington. And David Washington is our new race leader on lap 44 of 125 after a great round of green flag pit stops. What a show these drivers put on tonight for those green flag pit stops. Ryan Kuhn, 2nd position, 9.6 seconds back off of David Washington. One-third of our race in the books tonight. David Washington, Ryan Kuhn, Don Stewart, Devin Armstrong, Jack Watts, Travis Browder, Rusty Farrell, Harry Dodd, James Brown, Ronald Hartfeld bringing up 10th position. Still a lot of racing to be done out here tonight. Jason Russo in the number 14, position 14. Edward Bray remaining very solid, sitting in 12th. David Casey into 11th position. Harry Dodd's been putting on a hell of a fight tonight in position 10. 15 of Ronald Hartfeld and James Brown. Hartfeld trying to work his way around James Brown. Just a reminder, race fans and drivers, the winner of our Monday night and Tuesday night and Friday night series will receive a handcrafted quilt with KMA Racing insignias. It will be awarded to the winner of Monday, Tuesday, and Friday in the event that a driver wins 2 series. The prize will pass on to the next positioned driver in points. Ryan Kuhn off to a very powerful start in 2 of those series. Leading our Monday night series, Dave Washington, a definite contender as well. Travis Browder looking very strong. Joel Guy Ivan Garcia 1 lap down. Dave Washington has strengthened that lead out on Ryan Kuhn to 10.1 seconds. Just absolutely amazing job out here done by David Washington. Donald Stewart in 3rd position, doing his best to keep up with Ryan Kuhn. Stewart and Hovis commercial. Donald Stewart in legendary number 78. Devin Armstrong sitting back in 4th position. Very good race tonight for Devin Armstrong. 53 of 125. Caution free. Jack Watts working his way around the lap traffic of Joel Guy. Jack Watts running with Southeast Motorsports. Showing his support for pad on the back quarter panel. And the number 77, Jackie Watts. Done a lot of talking about Travis Browder tonight. Travis has fallen to 8.18, 0.3 seconds back off of the race leader, Dave Washington. We've still got 1 more round of fuel stops to make, though. Racing is only half of the race, ladies and gentlemen. The other half is involved into the pit road. Fashion the equipment out of pit road. It is critical that a decision be made onto the road. 2 tires, 4 tires, full taking fuel. How far have I got to go? Expect these drivers to be pitting somewhere about lap 77. 77 to 85 should be their window in the next round. Luke Casey sitting here in 8th, 9th position. James Brown has done a really good job tonight. Very good back there in 10th. Started 10th, currently is in 10th. Brand new paint job by the number 66 of Edward Gray. Blacktown Racing in the black and gray tonight. Currently is in 11th position. around the out on the inside lane of James Brown. Edward Bray with a nice run. Back up high, makes the pass successful. David Casey looking like he wants some of James Brown. David Casey on the inside of James Brown, making that pass look easy. David Casey moving up one spot. Lap 61 of 125. Almost halfway there, ladies and gentlemen. These drivers making very short work of tonight's track. Tonight's race brought to you by GW Graphics, Gary Whitmer Jr. Keeping the lights on for Canada Racing on Monday night. Number 20 and number 15. David Casey along with Hartfeld battling it out. Coming down that backstretch, speeds up 183, 184 miles per hour. Letting her down at the apex at 141, back up on that throttle. No brakes used out here at Homestead, Miami, but definitely a large amount of throttle control. Battle continues between Edward Bray and John Henry for position 10. Dave Washington out in front by 11.4 seconds. Ryan Kuhn sitting in second place. Ryan just has nothing for Dave Washington tonight. James Brown continuing to fall further and further back into that field as Harry Dodd and Jason Russo make a pass on the outside of James Brown. Harry Jason James occupying 12th, 13th, and 14th position out of this continuing 17-car field. Joel down one lap, Ivan down one lap. Chris Hogan, pit row, getting repairs. Jason Russo with a move on the inside of Harry Dodd. Lap 66 of 125, folks, and we're going to keep a 4x4 action going as we take a couple of quick commercial breaks. We'll be right back with you. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Big shout out there to you, GW Graphics, Gary Whitmer. Opening up the track for us tonight. This is week 5, race 5 of our Monday night series. Monday Night Mania. I'll tell you what, no mania going on here tonight, folks. We are caution free. Doubt very seriously if the caution will come out tonight. I'm going to run through our list through blimp view to show you how distant apart these drivers are. Looking at first place of David Washington, leading 68 of 72 laps out here tonight. Getting ready to put James Brown 1 lap down. And 1 lap down goes James Brown with passing of David Washington. 12 seconds back, we've got Ryan Kuhn pretty much on the opposite side of the track. We've got Ryan Kuhn sitting in second at 12 back. Devin Armstrong. He's got Ryan Kuhn in sight, but still looking at about a 4-second gap between Devin and Ryan. Donald Stewart sitting back in 4th position. 20 seconds back off of David Washington. Jack Watson nipping at the heels of Donald Stewart, 4th, 5th. Dave Acacia, currently 6th position. .25 seconds back. Travis Browder in 7th. A little bit of a disappointing race so far for Travis. Started off in 2nd position tonight. Kept drifting further and further back into that field. Ivan Garcia lap traffic. 8th position, we've got Ronald Hartfeld. I still think we have yet to see Ronald Hartfeld get busy. Edward Bray back into 9th position. Edwards been hanging out 6th tonight, most of the night. Again, I think there's going to be a lot more to see with Edward Bray. John Pansuda sitting back in 10th. John Pansuda having an up and down night tonight at Homestead. Jason Russo for position 11. Harry Dodd. Harry Dodd making his way into pit row. Could be the first round. Caution is out.
Do you happen to get a look at your time clear on track right after that caution fell?
Well, I spoke too soon, ladies and gentlemen. I stated that we would not have any more cautions, and we've got a caution. But I tell you what a time for a caution to come right here at the pit fuel window. Not real sure if a lot of drivers are going to be real happy about that one coming out. I'm sure Travis Browder, David Casey are very happy to see that caution come out. Several drivers lining up behind the pace car are going to take that free pass, including James Brown, Rusty Farrell, Joel Guy, Dave Washington, Ryan Kuhn, Devin Armstrong lead them off into pit road. James Brown appearing to be our lucky dog. Harry Dodd, Ivan Garcia, 1 lap down. It's going to give us a chance to get to know one of our drivers we don't usually spend a lot of time with. I'm going to talk to the number 27 of Harry Dodd. How about it, Harry? Have you got a copy? Harry Dodd, have you got a copy? Harry Dodd having some microphone difficulties right there. Joel Guy making his way into pit row. David Washington good to go on fuel and tires, as is Ryan Kuhn. Donald Stewart's in third, Jack Watts in fourth. Travis Browder back into sixth. Let's talk to Travis and see how he's doing out here tonight. How about it, Travis?
Hey, Scott, how are you?
Good, Travis. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good tonight. Hanging in the top 10 car tonight for sure.
All right, well, how is the track keeping you? Because you started out there very powerful up there in second place, and you seem to be going in the wrong direction. What do you think?
I was just testing the tires and see how it goes, and basically I was going pretty hard on the first run, but the last run was going okay, trying to save tires a little bit more, but we'll see what happens as we go. Hopefully we'll go green all the way.
Well, you've got 81 laps here that you've been playing around with those tires. It's time to get busy.
Oh, absolutely, Scott. I think the fuel window is going to be close if we get to the end, because I think you can go 42 laps. I'm not sure, but we'll see. But we'll see what happens.
All right, well, good luck to you, Travis.
Thanks, Captain. Big shout out to Becky and all the fans.
Travis Browder saying that he's been out here for 81 laps playing with the tires. I'll tell you what, he's very glad this caution has come out. His playtime is over, and as Travis said, that fuel window is going to be tight. It's going to be extremely, extremely tight for a few of these drivers. Dave Washington, Ryan Kuhn, Donald Stewart, our top three drivers. Lap 82 of 125, 43 to go. 3 lead changes, 1 caution. Amazing job out here tonight. Homestead, Miami, one of my favorite tracks. Somewhat similar to Talladega, a little bit smaller. Definitely not a full throttle track. Maybe 1 or 2 laps on fresh tires. Drivers getting ready to go back to green flag racing. Prediction is caution free to the end. These drivers are going to be going harder and harder. Pace cars in, and away goes David Washington. Get the hell out of Dodge, as they say. Very nice start there for David Washington in that Ford Mustang. Ryan Kuhn, Donald Stewart sitting back in second and third. Ryan Kuhn showing his support for Carolina Drones as he works to stay ahead of Donald Stewart and Jack Watts. Jack Watts back there peeking around. Back door of Donald Stewart. Donald Stewart almost able to make a run on the inside of Ryan Kuhn, but not quite. Jack Watts representing Southeast Motorsports very well tonight, sitting back in fourth. Ronald Hartfeld, 15th position. 39 to go. James Brown, one of those drivers, definitely glad to have seen a caution come out. James Brown able to receive the lucky dog, having his hands full right now with Devin Armstrong. David Casey and the number 20 DeWalt all over the rear end of Devin. They're on lap 87 of 125, 38 to go. Looking at about 20 more minutes. Assuming these drivers are green flag, definitely time to get her done. You're running about a 33-second lap. The countdown, the lap counter downer is on, 37 to go. You got to start paying attention to those laps now, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan Kuhn has taken that lead away from David Washington. Ryan Kuhn has just led his first lap of the night. We'll have to see what David Washington has for Ryan Kuhn. David Washington all over the rear end of Ryan Kuhn. Ryan Kuhn and David Washington show, but Donald Stewart, he's not out of it yet. Donald Stewart at about 0.5 back. Donald Stewart could be hanging back, waiting for these two drivers to wipe one another out. Ryan Kuhn, David Washington, Donald Stewart, Jack Watts, and Ronald Hartfeld, our top five. Donald Stewart with a good run on the inside lane, a little bit closer to the tail end of David Washington. David Washington still trying to work his way around Ryan Kuhn here on lap 91. Well, that's the bad thing, is once Ryan Kuhn gets up there in front, he knows how to make that car 5 lanes wide. And that is exactly what he's going to have to do here to prevent David Washington from trying to get a run on that inside lane. Every time Ryan drops, Dave drops. Not quite enough there for Dave Washington to slip past Ryan Kuhn. Dave Washington down on the inside. Lost too much momentum. Had the lane, but did not have that speed. But I tell you what, he is working over Ryan Kuhn tonight. Checking through the back of our field one more time. We've got Ivan Garcia in the number 72 Ford Mustang. Ivan Garcia 3 laps down. Coming up to the rear end of James Brown. What a night for Ivan Garcia. May not win it, but I tell you, he gets the No Quit award for the night. Good job to Ivan Garcia. Harry Dodd in the number 27 tonight. Good run for Harry Dodd. Unfortunately falling to 2 laps down, as is number 91 of Joel Guy. Harry Dodd and Joel Guy, both drivers, lap down. Rusty Farrell of the number 75, position 13, showing 1 lap down as well. James Brown sitting in 12th position, last driver on that lead lap, but he is 14 seconds back with 29 laps to go. Evan Bray for position 11. Travis Browder sitting in 10th position, coming up on Jason Russo. Be battling Jason Russo for position 9. David Casey is sitting in position 8th. Traffic a little bit tighter up here. 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th, and 8th. David Casey, the number 20, started 13th up to 8th. Got to be pretty happy with that. Trying to do a little bit of work there on Devin Armstrong. Devin Armstrong up 1 spot from 8th to 7th. 4 seconds back off of our race leader. And in 6th position, we've got John Plansua dropping 2 spots from his starting position of 6th. John up onto lap traffic of Rusty Farrell. Three and a half seconds back for Ronald Hartfeld. Number 15 in 5th. Started out 6th. Got to be pretty happy with that right there. Finish better than where you started. Ronald Hartfeld sitting in 3rd in our Monday Night Mania series. Jack Watts for position 4th. 3.2 seconds back. Started 7th. Good run for Jack. Jack Watts representing Southeast Motorsports. Big shout out there to Jack Watts, Doug Turner, all the boys over there at Southeast and the painters that make them look good. Donald Stewart running those tires off. I tell you what, 2.7, 2.8. Off of David Washington and Ryan Kuhn. You can see the leaders up there off in the distance. 3.4 seconds back. Ryan Kuhn leading his 15th lap. Again, like I said, once Ryan Kuhn gets up there, he's up there to stay. It's as simple as that. Number 78, Donald Stewart, making his way into pit row. Dave Washington in pit row as well. Well, we knew they were going to be close. So close they have to go back in. Now this could be a game changer. David Washington, Donald Stewart into pit row. Ryan Kuhn out there in front. So surely if Dave Washington needed fuel, Ryan Kuhn must have needed fuel. Sure enough, Ryan Kuhn into pit row with Dave Washington and Donald Stewart out of pit row. Interesting. Ryan Kuhn's going to have to work extra hard as the third round of green flag pit stops begin to happen. Our race leader, Ronald Hartfeld, leading 1 lap. Ronald Hartfeld, John Pansula, David Casey are our top 3. That will change as drivers go in and out of pit row in our third cycle of green flag pit stops. Ronald Hartfeld up to his 2nd lap led. Lap 106 of 125. What a race out here tonight in our Monday Night Mania series, brought to you by GW Graphics. John Pansula in 2nd position. Working his way up top of David Casey in number 20. Dave Washington, Ryan Kuhn, Donald Stewart have fallen 1 lap down with the round of green flag pit stops. That will change as soon as Ronald and company do pit, but we've still got a very heated battle here with David Washington and Ryan Kuhn. And I do believe that whomever is going to stay in front is obviously going to be the winner tonight. So I think Dave Washington really needs to get extremely on the defense right now, because if he allows Ryan Kuhn around him, I'm not quite sure he's going to be able to get back around Ryan Kuhn. Right now, David Washington, Ryan Kuhn, 31 seconds back off of our race leader, Ronald Hartfeld. Ronald Hartfeld getting ready to put him a lap down, but Ronald Hartfeld cannot make it on fuel, I fear. 15 laps to go here in our Monday Night Mania series, brought to you by GW Graphics. Number 78, Donald Stewart, 1 lap down, coming up fast and charging hard. And number 15 of Ronald Hartfeld, our race leader. Tire wear beginning to show on Ronald Hartfeld. David Casey sitting in 2nd. Donald Stewart with a pass on Ronald Hartfeld. Ronald filling them tires, starting to go. Ronald, our race leader, leading his 7th lap of the night. Dave Washington, Ryan Kuhn. A little bit of a spread between Dave Washington and Ryan Kuhn. That's exactly what Dave Washington needs to do. James Brown sitting in 7th position with 13 to go. Edward Bray in 6th. Good job by Edward Bray tonight. Jason Russo up to 5th. Jason Russo charging hard for Travis Browder. Travis sitting in 4th position. 4.5 seconds back off of our race leader for Travis. John Pansula, Dave Acacia. 2nd and 3rd. Here comes Devin Armstrong, 1 lap down. Devin Armstrong working his way around the number 20 of David Casey after a shoe tire situation. Ronald Hartfeld getting ready to get passed by the lap traffic of Devin Armstrong. Devin Armstrong definitely on fresher tires. Ronald might want to be thinking about that tire wear. He is losing speed. He is losing traction. And with David Washington and Ryan Kuhn on fresher tires, we're going to get 8 alive. 10 laps to go. Not sure if Ronald Hartfeld has enough fuel or not. David Casey and John Pansula charging hard for 2nd and 3rd. 9 to go. Appreciate fans hanging out with us on this Monday night. Hope you're safe in your part of the country and not buried in that ugly white stuff. A lot of that snow going around this time of year. Stay safe with the flu. Wash your hands. Watch out for light switches. Nice place for germs to collect. Be safe. Ronald Hartfeld, 8 to go, still has yet to go into pit row. David Casey at 0.9. David Casey closing that gap on David Casey. Well, now let's go on and assume that Ronald Hartfeld has enough fuel. Well, that'd be a game changer right there. David Washington and Ryan Kuhn, 21 seconds back. Is it possible that Ronald Hartfeld has enough fuel? We're going to find out here in about 6 laps. It's about 4 minutes. 3.5, 4 minutes. We're going to find out. Crown ourselves a winner out here tonight. Taking one more look at our top 5. Still anybody's game out here. John Pansula sitting in 3rd, David Casey in 2nd. Jack Watts making a run in the number 77. Unfortunately, Jack Watts is 1 lap down. David Casey in 2nd position. Ronald Hartfeld leading his 16th lap of the night. started out tonight in 6th position. Currently he's in first. 4 to go. Kind of rooting on Ronald Hartfeld tonight. 3rd position in points. Not what I'd call an underdog, but has yet to get in his win. David Washington, Ryan Kuhn sitting back in 8th and 9th position. Dave Washington still has the lead and edge on Ryan Kuhn. James Brown, 14.2 back. Edward Bray, 8.2 back with a big run on Jason Russo. Edward Bray overtaking Jason Russo up to 5th. Travis Browder sitting in 4th, 6th back. John Pansula, 5.4 back. Dave Casey, 1.5 back off of our race leader, Ronald Hartfeld. Is Ronald Hartfeld going to have enough fuel to get her done tonight? Lap 123 of 125. John Pansula, Dave Acacia, Ronald Hartfeld, positions 1, 2, and 3. Travis Browder sitting in 4th. Passing the number 175. We got him right in 5th. Lap 124 of 125. Ronald Hartfeld going for it, but he's slowing down. He is slowing down. Ronald Hartfeld out of fuel. Out of fuel goes Ronald Hartfeld. What a heartbreaker. David Casey in 1st position. That is a tough break there for Ronald Hartfeld. Back to 4th. Dave Acacia. Well, I tell you what, Ronald Hartfeld played those odds tonight. They just did not quite work out for Ronald Hartfeld. But I tell you what a run. Wow. Nonetheless, we've got Dave Acacia out there in that front line. Not going to take a darn thing away from Dave Acacia. Because tonight, Dave Acacia will win Homestead. Big shout out there to Dave Acacia, leading 4 laps. John Pansula in 2nd. We've got Travis Browder sitting in 3rd. How about it, Travis Browder? Have you got a copy?
Hey, Scott, I made it on fuel. 1 lap to the good. I figured it would have been a fuel strategy game. 3rd place.
Good job, Travis Browder. Well, tell me all about your night other than the fuel.
It was a good race. We went green to the finish, and you know, we faded at the beginning of the race, and we never gave up. And I just want to give a big shout out to you guys and putting this race on every week, and we got 3rd place. Awesome points tonight. Anything can happen in racing, and hey, we'll go on to the trucks tomorrow. A lot of fun.
All righty, good job, Travis Browder. Congratulations.
Thanks, Scott. Thanks, fellas.
How about it, John? Have you got a copy?
Yeah, 10-4.
All right, 2nd place position there for John Pansula. Talk to me about your night.
I was just kind of taking it easy on the early run there. The tires scuffed up real hard. I ran it really hard through the first tank of fuel just to kind of see where I was at, and did some calculations and stuff, and then just kind of tried to get a good position there and stay in the top 5, top 6, and then just kind of pulled through with the fuel, saving the fuel there.
Well, I tell you what, you made one hell of a run out here. Talk to you a whole lot about you up here on the broadcast, but tell the fans what we need to know about John Pansula and his racing team.
Well, I'm racing with Cora, Championship Online Racing Association. Mr. James Brown is the CEO, and Alan Larson is a higher admin, and we're just really enjoying ourselves coming over here to KMA. I've been kind of out. I've been working a lot, and I do apologize for that, but I wanted to come back and make a good run tonight, and we really appreciate you guys a lot.
Made a good run indeed, and you're appreciated here for the way you drive. You get out there and you make it happen, and you're an example for sure. Good job, John.
I surely appreciate it. There's some good door handle there. That was a lot of fun.
Yes.
White knuckle racing at its finest.
That's what it's all about here at KMA. Good job. All righty, how about it, Dave? Have you got a copy?
Hey, Scott, what's up?
Well, hey, Dave, how you doing, buddy?
We made it. We ran out at the line, but we made it.
All right, well, no, you bring up the running out, because I tell you what, we were up here in the booth, and we were talking an awful lot about Ronald Hartfeld, because he was way up there. He ran out of fuel, and it not only cost him the win, it cost him 6 spots. What were the thoughts in your head when you realized he was running out of fuel?
When he ran out of that fuel coming out of turn 2, I was still shutting my car off in the corner saving fuel. And when I saw him sputter, I just put the car back on and I just let it go because it was what it was. I knew I had about a 3-second lead over the 01 car at the time. So I just let it go because, you know, if I was going to run out, I was going to give it my best. And that was it, you know.
Well, I tell you, you made a hell of a run out here tonight. You had some company out there on the KMA TV chat. You had Scott Nelson written you on. Very proud. He says, awesome job, teammate Dave. Tell me about this team.
Well, Kicking Asphalt is Paul Pellissier, Jason Russo, Kevin Scott Nelson, and myself. You know, we worked together, and even on that last pit stop, at the time I was 6th. Me and Jason were debating on whether to pit or not. We did, and that little bit of extra fuel helped us out. So, you know, we're communicating, and, you know, we're a team. We do everything together.
All righty, and only one caution. Now, let's talk real quick about Tuesday night in the trucks and Friday night in the Cup cars. Do you think we're going to have the same degree of great racing?
Oh, I hope so. I won't be there tomorrow, but I hopefully will be there Friday. I had a good run here last time we were at Miami in the Cup cars, so I'm looking forward to it.
All right, thank you for your time, Dave. Hell of a job out there tonight. Good job.
All right, I'd like to do a burnout for you at the end, but I can't.
Because you're out of fuel. That's funny stuff right there.
All right, thanks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Wants to do a burnout, but he can't because he's out of fuel. Tonight's race definitely decided by fuel strategy, with Ronald Hartfeld leading and then running out of fuel. David Casey pouncing all over that. I tell you what. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what a night we've had out here. A lot of fun out here tonight. We're going to do it again tomorrow night in the trucks. Big shout out there to our sponsors and to our painters. I'm Scott Kolovic. Tonight's race brought to you by GW Graphics. And we are out of here. Have a good night, folks.